Okay, so this is a simple video. I'm using the Sprites resource, and this is ripped directly from the NES, so you're going to get good pixelation with it. The example I'm going to use is this Robo-Manus from Battletoads. So I'm going to save this image here. We'll just call this Robo. I'm going to put this to my desktop here. And I'm going to use this program called Gimp. And I've been already working on certain images here. But go to Open. There's our Robo image here. And so we're going to Shift, hit plus. Here, let's choose that. Zoom in on the guy that I'm looking at here. And what you can do is go to View, Show Grid, and you can go to Image, go to Configure Grid, and you can set it to be 16 by 16. This will give you your stamp size, and click OK. Now you can just zoom in on your stamp here. Another way of doing this that'll help you out is once you have like the stamp size in mind, you can also just set this to be just 1, and it can show you each of the squares, so you can kind of just zoom in on that. It won't give you the actual size, but you can move this to line up with what you're looking at here. Then you can just do 16 by 16, and that's a really easy way to have pixelated art that's directly from the NES, and you can do that. The next step is to see what my color palette would allow. You can go to Image, go to Mode, go to Indexed. In this case, it's already indexed, but let's change it. So when I go to Indexed, I can use this custom palette called Paint Jet. It's a 16 color. And you can convert it. And so these are the colors that we could use that would match that Paint Jet color scheme of 16 colors. Seems to correlate quite well to the Mario Paint colors. In this case, it works out really well. Let's just do another example and see if we can choose a game here. I think maybe we can pull up Who Framed Roger Rabbit. See what we can do here. So here's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Looks like the only image we have is Valiant. Now, the color schemes aren't going to work very well with Valiant. But we have all kinds of different animations of him. Well, we can save that. Call that Valiant. Put that on my desktop. Go back to Gimp. And we can go to Open. Choose Valiant. Go ahead and zoom in on this. Click here, and then we can zoom in. Let's just do him standing here. Let's get the grid. Here we can show grid. Right, and I think it automatically defaults. Configure grid. Well, we can go to 16 by 16. This is how many stamps it would take to do the image. And once again, if you wanted to take a look at them, with a grid of 1 by 1, we could do like this, so you can see the squares a little bit better. And once again, we can take a look at how these colors might correlate. We can go to image and go to indexed, and we can use this custom palette paint jet here. Make sure you remove unused colors from the color map. I guess it really doesn't matter, but you can hit convert. And so here we have our yellow, our brownish color, our black, and this is what he would look like in Mario Paint. So that might be a quick and easy way of finding art, is by just utilizing Gimp and using these certain tools to make sure it works. I also found with certain other images that might not be NES specific. This case, for instance, not Dark Queen. Oops, let's find something that is not pixelated, and that was that Dark Queen image. And you can zoom in on that, and you can see that it's already pretty pixelated. But if you didn't have an image that wasn't well pixelated, you could always go to filters, blur, and pixelate, and we can make sure that it's pixel 1 by 1. We can even change it 2 by 2 pixels, just in case, if we wanted to. But just so you know, that's there. All right. And also, we can go back to image and do the indexed mode using the same paint jet color scheme and convert. And this is the best rendering it could come up with in terms of the colors you have available that correlate to Mario Paint. And like, this is not an NES image, so it's not gonna look really good, but we can show the grid here, and we can also configure the grid to be 1 pixel at a time. We would have to zoom in, of course, but you can see how helpful this would be in terms of making an image that's more colors, just to see what it might look like, and how you can pixelate it quite well, and how you can do a quick look at 16 by 16 grids by just going to configure grid under image, and we'll make it 16 again. We can have a look-see of what 16 by 16 grid would look like. I'm not sure how to get a grid within a larger grid. There might be a way to do that, but that might be helpful to you. I know some of those ideas have been helpful to me as well. So, enjoy.